15 species in genus Epipremnum, Pothos. Epipremnum, my evergreen companions. Hi, I'm Vu, and I've always had a bit of a green thumb. Over the years, I've cultivated a deep appreciation for the plant genus Epipremnum from Araceae family, more commonly known as Pothos. These hardy, versatile vines have become staples in my home and a constant source of fascination. Their vibrant foliage and effortless growth habits make them ideal companions for both seasoned plant enthusiasts and budding gardeners alike. A diverse genus. While many people are familiar with the classic golden pothos, the Epipremnum genus encompasses a surprising variety of species. Each boasts unique characteristics, from leaf shape and variegation patterns to growth rate and size. See full list at monsteraholic.com. Is pothos toxic to cats? When my cat accidentally chewed on my pothos plant, I quickly realized it was toxic and had to rush to the vet, which was a stressful experience that made me more vigilant about keeping my plants out of reach. How often to water pothos? I've found that watering my pothos once every week keeps it thriving, especially when I let the top inch of soil dry out between waterings to avoid overwatering. How to trim pothos? When I trim my pothos, I use sharp scissors to cut just above a node, which encourages new growth and keeps the plant looking bushy and healthy. Can pothos live outside? Do pothos like direct sunlight? I experimented with moving my pothos outside, but the leaves started to burn in direct sunlight, so I had to find a shady spot that mimicked its preferred indoor conditions. Do pothos like to be root-bound? I've noticed that my pothos seems to thrive when it's slightly root-bound, producing more vigorous growth and lush leaves before I repot it. Do pothos need light? My pothos sits in a spot with bright, indirect light, and I've observed that it grows much more robustly there compared to lower light areas. Why is my pothos droopy? When my pothos looked droopy, I discovered it was due to underwatering, and a thorough drink perked it right back up within a few hours. Do pothos like humidity? I've seen my pothos flourish in the bathroom where the humidity is higher, indicating that it enjoys a bit of extra moisture in the air. How fast does pothos grow? In my experience, my pothos can grow up to a foot in length each month during the growing season, especially when given the right care and conditions. How to prune a pothos? Pruning my pothos involves cutting back leggy vines to promote fuller growth, and I always make sure to use clean scissors to prevent any infection. Do pothos flower? While my pothos has never flowered indoors, I've read that they can bloom in their natural tropical habitat, but this hasn't happened in my home. How to make pothos grow faster? I noticed that my pothos started growing faster when I began feeding it a balanced liquid fertilizer monthly during the spring and summer months. Why are my pothos leaves curling? Curling leaves on my pothos were a sign of underwatering, and once I adjusted my watering schedule, the leaves unfurled and looked healthy again. How to revive pothos? Reviving my pothos involved trimming off dead leaves, repotting it with fresh soil, and ensuring it received proper light and water, which brought it back to life. How to train pothos to climb? Training my pothos to climb was as simple as providing a moss pole and gently tying the vines to it, which encouraged it to grow upwards beautifully. Pothos versus philodendron. In my experience, pothos has always been the go-to for low-maintenance, trailing vines that thrive even with occasional neglect, while philodendron, with its more diverse leaf shapes and colors, often adds a touch of elegance to my plant collection but requires a bit more attention to keep it looking its best. I've found that pothos and Epipremnum can sometimes be confusing, as Epipremnum is actually a genus that includes pothos. But when comparing specific varieties, pothos tends to have more vibrant, variegated leaves, whereas Epipremnum, like the pearls and jade, has a subtler look that grows on me over time. Pothos versus Monstera. While pothos offers a lush, cascading effect with its heart-shaped leaves that are hard to beat for a quick, easygoing plant, Monstera's dramatic, split leaves have added a touch of exotic flair to my space, making it a standout choice for those who want a more eye-catching and sculptural plant. A constant source of inspiration. For me, Epipremnum represent more than just houseplants. They symbolize resilience, adaptability, and the beauty of simplicity. Their ability to thrive in diverse conditions serves as a reminder that we too can overcome challenges and flourish in our own unique ways. Whether cascading from a shelf, climbing a moss pole, or adding a touch of green to a workspace, Epipremnum bring a sense of tranquility and vitality to my surroundings. I encourage everyone to experience the joy of cultivating these remarkable plants.